Hey guys, it's George from Wex here, and today I have with me the Rode Wireless Go 2. This is obviously the sequel to the original Rode Wireless Go, which I'm a big fan of. We actually do use them for our camera reviews every once in a while, and they're just a really quick, practical set of mics that we really like. So obviously, as you can expect, I was pretty excited when they announced the Wireless Go 2, and I'm really happy I've got my hands on them. When it comes to what you get in the box, you actually get two transmitters. So I've got one that I'm wearing now, which I'm actually obviously using to record myself. And then I've got one in my hand, which I'm just showing you. And then you get a receiver. Now this is obviously really cool, really good value for money, because rather than just getting the single transmitter, you get two. This enables you to really easily do two-person interviews or do podcasting or basically anything where you want to capture two people's voice at a time, which again for us and our camera reviews, when there are sometimes two of us on screen, it just makes it really practical, and it's obviously really good value for money that you get two transmitters and one receiver in the box straight away. But how does it work when you have both these transmitters feeding into one receiver? Well, it's actually really simple. They basically will just go into individual channels. So one of them will go into the left channel and one of them will go into the right channel. So then when you get into the edit, you can process it however you want and just duplicate those channels. Or you can actually have them both feeding into the same channel, but to be honest, I would never do that. I would always much rather have one left and one right, because if there's any differences in volume or any problems with the other one, you've still got the other one safely. It makes more sense to me to not combine the two, but if you want to, then obviously you can do that too. When it comes to the physical design of the Wireless Go 2, you obviously have this little clip here, which you can use to clip onto the majority of cameras' cold shoes, or of course you can clip it onto your shirt or wherever else you want to be clipping it. So that's really nice and simple. I really like that design, how quick it is just to really quickly throw it on top of your camera. It also has an aux port or a TRS port, which you can then use to go and grab your own lapel mic that you already own and just plug it in. All you have to do is literally plug it in, as simple as that, and now it will be recording from this microphone here. Obviously, a really good benefit of this is the fact that these are a little bit smaller and a little bit inconspicuous, rather than these, which do tend to be slightly obvious that you're using one. So if you want to be a little bit more subtle, or if you just already have a really top quality lapel mic that you'd rather be using, you can use this, or of course you can unplug it and use the full wirelessness. Another really cool design feature of the Wireless Go 2 is the fact that you have this USB-C port here. Now these are used for charging the devices, but they have a much more exciting use than that, and that's the fact that you can use them to hook up to your computer or phone. You can just plug in a USB-C to USB-C and then plug the other end into your smartphone or into your computer, or you can use a USB-C to Lightning if you have an iPhone, and then you can get this top quality recording just using your phone, which is really cool. Say if you're doing TikToks or Instagram videos, or you're doing a live stream on your phone where you're out and about, it's so cool that you can use that to get top quality audio. Or because you get these two transmitters and this one receiver, say if you were hooking it up to your PC, you could use it for podcasting. It'd be really good for that. Say if there's two of you on your podcast and both of you have one of these, and then you can just get that top quality sound recording really easily. I think it's really cool. I think we'll actually see them a lot used by vloggers and stuff like that, because of the ability to really quickly plug it into whatever device or camera you're shooting on, and the wirelessness, of course, makes them really easy for traveling. You don't have any of those annoying wires getting everywhere. Another upgrade they've done to the Wireless Go 2 is with the dead cat, which they've said provides considerably more wind resistance. Now, I wanted to test this out, and yesterday was crazy windy. I actually looked it up and it was 22 miles per hour winds. So what I did is I grabbed this dead cat, I screwed it on top of this microphone, and then what I did is I grabbed my camera and I went out for a quick vlog style video in the wind and the rain, and just to test out how good this dead cat is. To be honest, this is one hell of a test because it's ridiculously windy today. It's also really rainy. I'm getting a bit soaked, I don't know if you can tell. So I guess that's also a good test for the water resistance, to see how water resistant this microphone is. Now, obviously I have no idea how the audio is sounding, but I can't imagine it sounds that good because it is really windy, so I'm very intrigued to see how it's going to sound when I get back to the edit. Honestly, I'm so impressed by the quality of the audio. It was so windy, I never thought that it was going to sound that good. I thought you'd definitely be able to hear a lot of wind in the audio, but You can't really hear any at all. I'm really impressed, and actually that's something that's a really big deal for me, because when we go out and we do our camera reviews, often it's kind of bad weather. It can be a little bit difficult to record audio sometimes. It depends what mic you're using. So knowing that I've got a set here which has an incredible dead cat is really good for me, and it just means that I know when I'm on that tricky shoot with all of that wind, I'm gonna bring this along and I'm not gonna worry about it at all. They've also upgraded the range on the Wireless Go 2. The previous model had a range of 200 feet, which I thought was already pretty good, but this one has a range of over 600 feet, which is just ridiculous. That's so far away. Now, I was trying to rack my brain to figure out who would use this and how this could be useful, because personally, I've never ever wanted to record somebody's audio that's 600 feet away. But maybe if you were doing like sports filming, and you were doing like, let's say, car racing, and then they're over around the other side of the track and you still want to get their audio coming through the mic, then maybe that's where this could be quite good, because they are obviously going to be a long distance away. I mean, to be honest, I think that the range on this is so completely insane. I can't imagine many people ever using it, but obviously it's really cool to have it there, because I'm sure there are some people that do want that range and are looking for it. So it's cool to know that you've got it in this set if you're ever in a situation where you might need that. Now, there was one test I wanted to do, and because we get these two transmitters in this Rode kit, it's really easy for me to do so. So what I did is I've got this lapel here. This lapel is from the Sennheiser AVX ME2 mic kit, which is, by the way, a £540 mic kit. So what I did is I took the lapel, I've plugged it into the Rode Wireless Go, and I'm just going to compare the audio coming from this lapel and this Wireless Go 2. Now, obviously, I do just want to be clear for the test that I plug this into the Wireless Go 2. I'm not using the entire Sennheiser AVX kit, but it still should serve a pretty good test. So what I'll do is I'm just going to hook this microphone up really quickly. I'll put them right next to each other. And now what I'm going to do is, obviously I've got one, as I covered earlier, I've got one going into a left channel and one going into the right channel. So I'm just going to swap between the two channels now, and you can hear the difference in quality. So the Sennheiser is what I'm using now. You can hear the Sennheiser lapel microphone, and now I'm switching to the Rode Wireless Go 2, and you can hear that for a little bit. And now I'm going to switch back to the Sennheiser, so you can just hear that, and then I'm going to switch back to the Rode Wireless Go 2 now. Now, obviously, I don't really know how this is sounding because I'm not monitoring my audio right now because I'm in front of the camera, not behind it. But what I'll do is you guys can be the judge of that and see how different the quality is of the lapel mic and the Wireless Go 2 microphone. The last thing I want to cover in this video is actually the most important thing, I think, and that is the value of the product. It costs around £280. Which I think is an absolute steal. You get two transmitters and one receiver, so you can really easily record two people. You get the ability to plug it into smartphones and computers, and it's a wireless kit, which is really cool, because actually in the past, when I've done videos and interviews and stuff with people that don't work in film, they'll sometimes pull up the wires of my lapel mic kit and stuff, and they've actually had a few break on me, or a few of the wires go bust, because of this extended use. So it's just another reason that the wireless kit, you don't need to worry about that, you know? That's not a fear of mine, that somebody's gonna go pull on a wire and it's gonna be a very expensive shoot for me. That's not gonna be an issue. So I actually think, I'm not just saying this, if I was to go and buy a mic kit for my personal use, I would 100% go and buy the Rode Wireless Go 2, just because of that value for money. I mean, if you consider the fact that I said, I shoot on my Sennheiser AVX ME2 kit, which costs £540. It's nearly double the price, and it certainly does not offer me double the quality. So there you go, there's some food for thought. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications so you don't miss any videos. And of course, if you have any questions about this or anything at all, then leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But apart from that, I just want to say thanks for watching.